Hey guys, how's it going? My name is Noise, and welcome back to Feed the Beast Infinity Evolved Expert Mode Skyblock. In the last episode, what were we doing? We were working on, the glass factory. That's what we did last time. We made this thing, which is pretty simple, but it makes a ton of glass. We currently have 25,000 glass, ready to use and all that fun stuff. We also made some more dentistry machines, and in recent episodes we've done a lot of work with draconium and all that kind of fun stuff. So today is going to be one of those episodes where we kind of do a mixture of things, but we're going to focus on mobs, specifically for, if we take a look at the Galgadorian metal. I don't remember what it was called for a second. The enhanced Galgadorian metal requires a ton of magma cream, spider eyes, eyes of ender, and gas tears. So we have a bunch of mob souls that we're going to want to use, all of these guys, and basically we're going to start working on just getting a mass quantity of all that stuff so we can make a ton of Galgadorian metal. This stuff is used to make the creative energy cell, which we will also need. We don't care about the flux capacitor. It is cheaper, considerably, but it's also used to make the green hearts. Ew. But the creative energy cell is also used to make the portable tank. We're gonna want like 2 of these. Once we make one of these, it's gonna be a lot easier because portable tank, we can put metals like, oh, I don't know, UU matter? Metals, wow. Liquids like UU matter or anything that melts down. Draconium, infinite draconium. Yeah, no, it's going to be really nice when we have that. But we need a lot of enhanced Galgadorian metals and a lot of other things. We're getting close, other than the Galgadorian metal. The awakened draconium cores is not too bad. We're getting ready to start automating the dragon fight. Well, okay. Resurrecting the dragon automatically. We're not going to actually automate that one. We did resurrect the dragon last time as well. I remember doing that. I didn't bother to go look for the dragon egg. I kind of forgot to, but it's whatever. Also, I had a mob spawn down here, and I have no idea where it came from. I killed a spider. That's why I had the spider stuff in my inventory. I have no idea where it spawned at. Maybe it was a lighting issue, but I don't know. Anyways, we are going to start today using some of this mana. We really don't have much of a use for it at this point, so we're gonna make a use for it by making the Hyacinthia. So something that we need is bees. Now, luckily, I managed to get a villager that gives us the monostatic drones. That is the last thing we need. I've got multiple of these guys. We have multiple ender drones. We're going to need a couple of those, but the monostatics are something we need. We need emerald and a princess. And I'm just going to get one for now. And princesses, we have a ton of different ones. But what I want to do, I don't know why I can't shift click that stuff in there, but whatever. So there is a monostatic drone, and what we're going to want to do, if we look at the uses of this guy, we want a hermetic with secluded. Secluded requires austere. Do we have? No, we do not have austere. Okay, so we need spectral. So we want the phantasmal princess. This is what gives us the resurrection ability. Requires an ender drone and a hermetic to get the spectral. Hermetic is monostatic and secluded. Secluded is monostatic and austere. Austere is modest and frugal. Frugal being sinister and modest. Okay, so we need a sinister. And that requires another hive. Nether hive. Let's look up hive. So it requires the nether hive, which is redstone, with these things. I believe is the how we get the stuff. Let's get like 3 of these. We also have a ton of royal jelly. In fact, I'm gonna turn this guy off for now, and we're gonna run these guys through the system. We have plenty of honey at this point. It's actually kind of nice, but let's go grab a bunch of how do we want to do this? We'll just grab the scented hives from over here, and it was 8 buckets worth, I do believe. So that is what? How many blocks? A lot of blocks. So redstone. So 8 times 3, and then for every 9 we do another block, and then we're gonna have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, something like that. Okay, so we're gonna try this. Fluid transposer. Put these guys in there. Magma crucible. We just need to do that. And I think that'll be good. We'll kind of come back and look at that in a little bit. So, we're going to get the nether hives. I think sinisters come from that. If they do, we're going to start working with stuff. We made these machines last time. We're going to use these probably today. We'll see. I kind of want to talk about them at least, but we'll see what we actually end up doing. So, one of the big things with bees, though, is getting new bees is kind of a pain. So we're going to make a flower to do it for us. Now the Hyacinthia is, or Hyacinth, I don't know. I call it the Hyacinthia, whatever. Is actually really cheap. Requires light blue, cyan, and blue petals, bunch of mana powder, and redstone root. And what this flower does, it's like 4. You need cyan. Why do I not have any dirt just sitting over here? Be good to have. So what this flower does is if we provide it mana, it will randomly generate drones. Now the drones it generates are just that, completely random, but we can manage to get sometimes princesses. Those are very rare. But all in all, it's just mostly, it'll give us drones. It'll give us random drones, and I don't know that it does like super duper special ones. But does it matter too much? Not really. So we need 2 cyan. A blue and then a light blue. And cool. So light blues. And then we're going to need a redstone root, which I believe is just grass and a piece of redstone. Yes. And then we're going to need, you know, water and seeds. So redstone, the grass, water. Okay, I guess just a bucket will work. And then seeds. Alright. With that taken care of, we're going to make this flower. And we're going to just set it up to be used. Right, there we go. So there is the Hyacinthia, I don't know, whatever it's called. And basically what this guy will do, it's going to use a lot of mana, but we'll get random bees. If we don't like the bees we get, we can just, you know, exchange them for something else. Let's see, glowstone, times 2, I said times 2. We're going to need a flower, and then a pasture seed, which I don't remember how to make. Oh, it's also that grass. thrown in here. But yeah, we have so much. We currently have so much mana. Why not use it? So let's get a stick and some cobblestone. Make a couple levers. It's good to have extra levers, but we're gonna put this guy like right here. We're gonna have the option to turn him off, and I want to make sure that he is, yes, he can very clearly see. So there was our first, and it's a mystical. Whether that's good or not, I don't know. I don't care, but I just want to make that. So with that off the list, we also went to the spirit world last time. I don't know. I'll be honest. It's been a while since I recorded this, so I don't remember exactly what we did. I never do. But I know some of the general things we did. And we went to the spirit world and we got some disturbed cotton. That was not supposed to happen. That just ruined my entire sorting system in there. Oh well. We got some disturbed cotton, and we were going to use this to make some tormented twine. Wow, not wine. We're going to make wine with it. So, the Dream Weaver of Nightmares requires some other things, but in the spinning wheel, if we put this in here, it needs something else. String and Reek of Misfortune. Reek of Misfortune. Let's go grab some string. And that'll make the Tormented Twine. And then with this, we can use this to make a Dreamweaver of Nightmares, which will allow us to go into the spirit world and actually do some work. I don't know that we're going to do that right now, but this is why we got this. So let's go ahead and do it. The big thing we need from the spirit world is the brew of spirit walking. Is that what it's called? Wrong brew book. Do I not have any of the other books? Maybe it's in here. Infernal, Mystical. Alright, so let's actually break this guy. Put him right here. That way he generates everything and it all works better. So we're going to have a lot of stuff. These guys are getting all the soy milk. We could just get some, let's get some item ducks and run it up into these two as well. So it's like right, nope, not there. It's here, but it's right here. And it's here, and it's right here. So just some item ducks, and then we'll have infinite mana, basically. So impulse item ducks. Do we have book? No. Okay, this is weird. We're gonna get some of these books because I don't remember how to make everything. I don't know why we don't have the books just sitting there, but whatever. There we go. Cool. So those are all attached. These will fill up with soy milk, and we'll have plenty of bees. So this one landed on there. Alright, let's find a good place for this guy, because I believe the range is decent enough that we could probably put him like right here. Actually, let's... oh my gosh. Let's put him like right here and put a lever. So I believe... yep, he can still see. We got two princesses. We have Attuned and Infernal. We also got a Rocky Drone. Now, we can't actually get those any other way. We cannot make Rocky Hives. So that's actually really nice. So I'm going to let that run for a little bit. We'll come back to it later and see what all we have. So we have 3 Nether Hives. Let's grab one. Let's really quick. Anything spawn down here? I'm super duper paranoid about that stuff because if a creeper spawns and blows up my base, I will be very upset. But let's see, we have the tormented twine. We'll go ahead and make the Dreamweaver because, like I said, it'll be super useful to have. Let's get a scoop. And what kind of bees are these? Embittered. So how do we get sinister? I don't remember. A hermetic, secluded, austere, frugal, fiendish, or sinister. Fiendish come from sinister and embittered. Sinister is okay, embittered and cultivated. So we should have everything we need. So I will work on that between episodes. I don't think you guys really want to see much with bees. I know bees are kind of boring for a lot of people. But we're just gonna turn our magnet on. We got a water princess. And we'll turn this off in a little bit because I don't like how it's going literally everywhere. But let's see. Let's get the, what is it called? Book. It's not this one, is it? Maybe I got all the books that I need. Oh, cool. I grabbed it. Brewing. Brewing stuff. Let's see. Modifiers, no. It is effects. No, we don't want that stuff. There is another book. Brews and Infusions. Here we go. So we need this one. And if we make this book, which we don't have a book for some reason, we can make books. They're easy. Hey, we got a rocky princess. Alright, we're going to turn that off. We got enough. What do we get? Rocky, water, modest, attuned, rocky, embittered, infernal. We can make ardite and cobalt, spiteful, hateful, lux, and V. What do lux bees do? They give you glowstone. Ooh, that's not bad. We're going to get glowstone here soon, though. So, lots of cool things. We have different wintries, which is interesting. So we have this brews and infusions. And the big thing with this, brew flowing spirit, that's what it's called. You can only brew this in the spirit world, which is why we need to do a lot of work to get to the spirit world. And making a Dreamweaver, so I wanted to get that just to show the proper name. I couldn't remember what it was called. The Dreamweaver is what will actually help us get good dreams rather than nightmares. So we need some diamond vapor, so oil vitriol, and a diamond. We're going to need some brews, some actual like potions. So let's see. Potion. We need night vision for 6 minutes and poison for. We need one of these. And we can modify this one with redstone at our brewing stand. So that would be pretty much everything else, and we need an item frame and some feathers. Item frame, feathers. Cool. So by the way, I made this. This is to turn the golden coins we get from villagers into something I can actually use without having to smelt it up or anything. And so it was just easier to do that. Just a little bit of an aside. But after this, I think we're going to head to the Last Millennium and talk about... Actually, do we want to head to the Last Millennium? We'll see. Anyways, because I realized chunk loading is actually kind of difficult in this mod pack. Diamond Vapors. And then we should be able to make the Dreamweaver. There we go. So, all we need to do is be near this when we want to sleep. And we will get a higher chance of having a good dream. So, good to know. Kind of good thing to have. I'll probably end up making kettle and all the things we need. Get a bucket and go into the place and make the brews, but I won't worry about that right now. So, what kind of chunk loading do we actually have access to? Chunk loaders, I don't know if that's useful or not. How many chunks do we have available here? We have 4 chunks. Okay, so we're going to do this in the Last Millennium just to kind of keep things separate. And let's get some cobblestone. Yeah, let's do the detailed. Why not? And we're not going to build this out completely, and you'll see why in a second. But I just want to kind of have a... See, we're going to want that, and then we're going to want our tile. So let's get some more cobblestone. And let's just grab our chisel. We're going to head down here. We're going to grab a bunch of cobblestone. We're going to get more of these. And do we have a wand? We do. Okay, cool. So let's go to the Last Millennium. And here, what we're going to do is we're going to set up our mob farm. So this is a nice empty place, void and all that kind of fun stuff, so that we can easily kind of make a mob farm. We're going to just do something like this. And let's make sure we light this up. So how do we want this to be? Let's go one more. And what we're going to have is we're going to have 2 areas. So F9. Of course that is on the boundary of a chunk, but that's okay. So right here is where we want to start. And we're not going to go any farther than the chunk. And we're just going to actually fill this in for the chunk itself. You'll see what I'm doing here in a second, but there we go. Now let's light this up so things don't spawn. Things can spawn in this dimension. It's good to kind of remember. It's not safe. Then we're going to do the same thing over here, but since we're a little bit low on cobblestone right now, I just want to build this out a little bit. And then we're going to go all the way back. So this is all of our mob spawning area. This is the only place we're going to be able to deal with this stuff. And let's just do that. Why not? Make sure everything's lit up. And let's go grab more cobblestone. Lots more cobblestone. And so what we're going to end up doing is we're actually going to set up little different spawning chambers, and we're going to use the same principle as this guy to move everything to one spot. But rather than moving them here, we're going to move them like in the Last Millennium to another mob grinder, which will power and everything like that. So we'll need the dislocator receptacle and all the draconium infused obsidian. Now the draconium infused obsidian is an absolute pain to deal with, but we'll live. And then what we're going to do is we're going to use our stabilized mob spawners. We're going to need more of these. We're going to upgrade them and all that kind of fun stuff, but it'll be great. It'll be good. It'll work just fine. So How many, real quick, how many mobs do we have listed? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. I don't know if we'll do any more. I don't know if we even need that many, but we'll have space for that many. What am I doing? Cobblestone. Right. Why do I keep doing that? So let's just make a bunch of large tile. Why do I keep doing that? I keep shift clicking, and that's not the keys to get a stack. Alright, so large tiles, all done. Let's go back to the Last Millennium. We'll continue working on this. So the idea is we're going to have multiple different mob spawning areas, all going into different portals. Now we could do this in a vertical sense, but I think it's going to be better to do it this way. Just because, I don't know, it would be nicer, I think. I don't really care about using like a ton of resources. It's fine. We'll get over it. But it's more important just to have this up and running and working. And we want to put it here so that we don't have to deal with mobs constantly dying and all that kind of fun stuff. So that's the idea. No, wait, that's not the right place. Right here. And then we can do this. I did line them up. Okay. So that goes there. It goes there. No, it needs to go up one. And whatever. It's fine. We'll just put torches where they need to go. But yeah, so this is just a kind of get things out of the way for the most part, and then also to make sure that it's expandable. That's the biggest thing. If we decide later that we need something else, we can easily do it. So that's fine. We're gonna have the main spawning area somewhere in here, and I don't know how. I wish I knew the range. Let's walk back to the overworld, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna grab our tablet. This guy will tell us all that we need to know, and we'll have area for like items and whatnot, but let's also go ahead and come in here and claim and chunk load both of these chunks. So where is the mob grinder? Mob grinder. Alright. It is a 7x7 area. That is fine. Cool. So 7x7 area. We don't want to have it centered because we don't actually want it in the... We don't want to separate it in the chunks because that's just a bad idea. So we'll have it right here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So this will be the grinding area. So let's just build this up a little bit. We don't care about this anymore. We want torches on both sides. And it'll be fine. So, with this, We don't need that. Let's go ahead and build this up. So, actually, let's not worry about building up right now. But this is where things are going to spawn at, and this is where all of our stuff will be at. So that is fine. And then we're going to want to have all the spawning rooms over here. So let's put something like this, and I think what we're going to end up doing, and we can also stack these, that's fine, but we're going to have a layer of the draconium. Now mob spawners spawn in a 9 by, what is it? It is, yeah, 4 each way, so 1, 2, 3, 4, spawner, 1, 2, 3, 4, wall. 1, 2, 3, 4, spawner, 1, 2, 3, 4, wall. Something like this. So yeah, we're definitely gonna have to make a tower like this. So you know what, let's actually center this stuff. And it will be fine. We're gonna want multiple of these portals, and it's gonna require a lot of infused draconium. Now the hard part about the infused draconium is not the draconium dust or the blaze powder, but it's the reinforced obsidian, which requires, even the reinforced metal isn't that bad. It's diamonds and iron and obsidian. That's it. It's a little bit of work, a little bit of effort, but it's not that bad. The crushed obsidian, easy. We get that from grinding up obsidian. But the reinforced stone is a pain because I have to do it manually. So, how many blocks do we have here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, so if we move it over 1, 2. Alright, this is a 16 by 16. I think if we delete this and then do 1, 2, 3, 4, this is what, 11? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, right? I am right on the spawners, right? I don't remember. This will tell me because this is the same size as a spawner. It's 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, it's 4 by 4. Okay. So it's a 9 interior, 11 exterior. If we have 15, we do 2 on each side. So it needs to start here. Okay. And so this is definitely going to need multiple areas, or we build it out. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So, and it goes the exact same thing for the other way. And we can have a little bit of room in the center, that's fine. But we'll delete this entire row. And then this is a 9 by 9, so that means 3 on each side. So 1, 2, 3. And 1, 2, 3. And we'll make this look nice. We'll have like glass or something. So because nothing is spawning in these, it doesn't really matter what it looks like. But we'll get this nice and neat. And I think what I'm gonna do is let's go ahead and go get some of the stuff we need. So let's go make a mob grinder and all that kind of stuff, and then I will build this off camera and we'll come back to it and finish it up. So we are going to need a mob grinder. We've made one of these before. We have, no, not my sword. We're going to need to make another Sword of the Wyvern. In fact, for safekeeping, so I don't lose all this stuff, we're going to put that in there. So Sword of the Wyvern requires Sword of Emerald Ore. So we're going to need Emerald Ore. That is Laser drill only? That doesn't seem right. I thought we could do emeralds and stone. Nope, can't do emeralds in there. Alright, well, that's fine, I guess. So we're gonna need 2 draconium blocks. And then we're gonna need a lot of stuff. So we'll get this crafting. You guys have seen me make one of these before, but let's see how good like all of our auto crafting stuff does. So we're gonna need emerald ores. Let's see. We don't have one in here. Let's go ahead and turn these on. And grab some flux ducts. There we go. And this will... Let's see, do we have enough? I guess... Let's see, if we do this... Can we still open the chest? We can. Alright. Kind of make this a little bit nicer. And this is gonna be pretty quick. We can make it kind of favor the emerald ores if we give it some lenses, but these are all powered. We're gonna turn this on for a little bit. Honestly, it should be fine. We have enough power with all of these guys. I mean, only one of them is working at a time, so that's really nice. Let's see, do we have the draconium blocks? Draconium. That's making vibrant alloy. Okay. Is that working right? Because I remember we had problems with that before. Presumably. Not. Where is... Oh, is it having problems again with the induction smelter? We've had this issue before. It changes, like, that it knows how to make certain things. Let's make 3 of these just to see if it is having that issue again. So it's made 1. There we go. Let's just take 2 of them for right now. Yeah, it doesn't know how to make that. So we need to move this into here. And it'll be fine. So let's put the electrum in there and see if that works. I don't know why. Sometimes the recipes seem like they change. It's probably the scripts get forgotten. But there's the draconium. Now we're also going to need an etheric sword. So unstable ingots are easy enough. Diamonds, iron, and division sigil. No, we've got to do gold nuggets. And we need 18 of these. I forgot, I never did the upgraded ritual, did I? That's fine. It's whatever. We don't really need this stuff that often, so it's okay. Ingots. unstable ingots. There is the etheric sword. So now with that, we need 3 wyvern cores. 1, 2, 3. And we can get some of the stuff set up. So I'll probably build all of it up between episodes. Go ahead and turn those off. I might set up a way so I can turn those off with one switch instead of having to do all of them, but that's fine for now. So if we want to make the wyvern core upgraded, we just need to put some redstone on it. And then I'm going to need to make a bunch of draconium infused obsidian, and we'll kind of decide what's going to be the first thing we want to process. Which of the things are going to be required kind of the most. And honestly, I think it might be the witches. The witches are probably what we're going to go for. So wyvern cores. See, what else are we going to need for this guy? We're going to need some more mana dust, which we get pure mana. So do we have any more mana infused blocks? We have 1 mana infused ore. I don't remember how we were doing this before. Mithril. That's right. Do we have a bunch of mithril ore. And we just smelt it or QED. So let's go ahead and QED it. Just so we have plenty of it later. And we need 9 of it for now, but it shouldn't be too bad. So wyvern core, it is waiting on refined iron, and I bet it can't make electrum again. I don't know why this is having problems. There's only so many recipes it seems to be able to make, and let's see if there's any like script reloads. Isn't there something that's just reload? Reload configs. Maybe that will work. Let's just try reload. Alright, well, this doesn't seem to be working. So what's something we don't really need? Bronze. Bronze it should still be able to make in here. Hopefully. That would make sense, but I don't know why it can make some things and other things it just doesn't know how to. But wyvern cores, once we get one of these, we'll get the rest of the stuff. We're going to need a pellet of RTG fuel. Those should be easy enough to get. We just need dense iron plates times 5. And was waiting on mana steel. So why? Let's see, steel. So it's trying to make refined iron. I bet. Okay, so it's done this before. I don't know how to fix this. But for whatever reason, because we set it up so that it would make steel with charcoal, If we look at this again, it's probably going to want something else. So steel, can make it in a blast furnace. But I want to see the refined iron. This can be made in an induction furnace with pulverized coal. But for whatever reason, it likes to switch and say that it can't be made with charcoal. So let's make like 20 pulverized coal. And hopefully a reload will fix that, but honestly I don't know. So it is, I think it's just 2 each. So once we get up to 6, we can take those in. And real quick, I want to demonstrate something. I want to kind of talk about something. So one of the big things with, there we go. One of the big things with the, what are they called? The spawners. Stabilized mob spawners. We can actually add upgrades to them. By giving it a Wyvern core or an Awakened core, it increases spawn count and speed. Nether Stars removes the requirement that we have to be close by to make it work. And the Notch Apples remove all of the spawn requirements. So that's really cool. It should be... Hold up. Refined iron. Okay, this is making me upset. Oh, it needs to be pulverized. That's fine. We can do that right here. So this episode has gone a little bit kind of crazy. But yeah, we're going to be making a bunch of portals so that we can make all this stuff really nice and easily. We're going to need a lot of Wyvern cores, so hopefully I can get this stuff fixed so I don't have to keep doing it. The dislocated receptacle is pretty easy, but we're going to need a lot of draconium infused obsidian. So I need to make a bunch of reinforced stone and just mine that up for a bit. And then once I'm done with that, it shouldn't be too bad to finish up the mob farm and start getting in a bunch of mob drops. That's kind of the plan. And I'm going to do a lot of work off camera on that. But now it should make those. Cool. Wyvern cores. We're probably going to have to do that again. We're going to need one of these guys. Yeah, because we're going to need one of these. So make one more of these. Let's see, we have 12. Let's get iron dust. I think this will work. We'll see. If this doesn't work, it's not that much of a surprise. Okay, that works just fine. So we'll get this kind of taken care of, and hopefully wither. Hopefully I can reload and fix all this stuff, but otherwise I don't know. Anyways, this guy needs to come back here and get some redstone. That'll be done in a second. That's something that I'm going to automate, sorta. I'm going to like half automate it. When I see that I need a bunch of like whatever cores, because I believe even the capacitors require, oh no, it's draconium. So we'll have to automate that, but that's not too bad, too big of a deal. We need to get the primal mana. There's a lot of work, but we'll get there. So primal mana, we have mana infused. Let's grab this guy. And let's go ahead and set up the sword. So there's the sword of the wyvern. And then we just need pellet of RTG fuel. I didn't know if that was going to hurt me or not. And now we just need the mana. So to get the pure mana dust, whatever. Well, okay, we're getting the pure mana. It needs to be primal mana, 300 and 32, oh, not enough. So let's get another faucet and a basin. Actually, we'll just use those because we don't really use this smelter anymore. Can we put that there? Would that actually work? It does. Okay. So we just need a bunch more primal mana. To get the primal mana, we need to melt down Draconium and a bucket of XP. So let's get like that, and let's just get a bunch of Draconium. We're going to get a lot more of Draconium once we start resurrecting the dragon. But this will give us the primal mana. We'll make sure we have it. It'll be great. And once we're done with this, like I said, I'm going to work off camera making all the Draconium infused obsidian, and then we will come back next time, finish up the mob farms, and then kind of go from there. There is a handful of things I want to do. I want to automate the production of both of the cores, so we're going to make this a little bit better, and I want to fully automate it. So like we'll import redstone and everything. That'll be great, because we're also going to be getting a lot of redstone from witches. So there is a lot of really good stuff that's going to come from this. Now, one question I have, I think that because I don't think the mob grinder actually picks up items, we need to have another collector of some sort. Since we're not killing withers in the Last Millennium, I'm not too worried about explosions. Gas shouldn't shoot fireballs or anything like that. So let's add more Draconium. What is the ratio? I should probably look at that. It is it's 2 ingots. So we'll do a half a stack. That'll be fine. Let's go ahead and eat. Do we have more seared bricks? Bricks? No. But let's grab a bucket for lava. We'll fill this guy back up with lava. So something else that we'll probably want to do. Right, we set that to like an insane amount. 8,000 is a lot. But alright, liquid XP. Do that, and we'll drain some of that. So there is probably enough. Actually, no, there's not. But we'll get more and more and more of the stuff out, and it'll be fine. So yeah, we're not quite there, but we're getting close. So just a little bit more Draconium, just melt down. And probably need more of this. And I think that is full of, you know, we can filter that. Okay, I don't care too much about the XP. We can get plenty of that later. So we'll just let this melt up a bunch of the primal mana, and then what we'll do is we'll filter it with the servo. I believe that'll work just fine. So that is the 2 buckets. Now that should only... No. Okay. Well, it's fine. There's still plenty of stuff in there. So instead of using that, do we have any fluid conduits? We do, but does this actually have... Oh, it's blacklist on fluids. Let's see something. Let's put this back. Put the filter there. Whitelist. Whitelist the primal mana. I don't know if this works or not, but let's do that. And if we turn that on, this doesn't go anywhere. Even if it has a presumed location. So it's whitelisted. We don't have to worry about it anymore. Anyways, that is going to give us the pure mana, and then that will give us the mob grinder. So we're going to be making a bunch of portals like this, one for each of the mobs, and what we'll probably do is just layer it up and up and up, make a big tower and all that kind of fun stuff. But it'll be fine, it'll be great, it'll be grand. Pure mana. We can grab our sword again. Nah, let's make the mob grinder and then we'll grab our sword. So something like that. And there's the mob grinder. Alright, so our sword back on us. So with the mob grinder, we'll kill everything. I'll get the rest of the stuff together, but we are running out of time today. We still got a good bit done. It's just a matter of kind of working on bees, and I need to do some building and all that kind of fun stuff. We're going to use glass, I think. Just some normal glass for looking at everything. Probably the quite clear glass, which we can chisel. It'll be fine. And then, how are we doing with this stuff? We have more iridium. We have not that much in terms of UU matter, but we'll work on that. It'll be fine. So, yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Next time, we're going to finish the mob farm in the Last Millennium and maybe start looking at bees. So I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you guys in the next episode. Bye!